Hi everyone, welcome to Maths today. We're going to start with a bit of a recap from yesterday. A fraction, we talked about fractions yesterday, is a part of something. Could be a part of pizza, could be a part of a chocolate bar, could be a part of a baguette, maybe. So a fraction is a part of something. It could be part of a shape, part of a group, or even part of a number. We'll talk more about that later today. Bit of a recap then, looking at these two shapes. What is the problem with A? Have a think to yourself. What is the problem with A? It doesn't have equal parts. We spent a lot of time yesterday looking at equal parts, where the two parts are the same. A, one part is much smaller than the other one. B, we have equal parts. That's exactly what we're looking for. Okay, just a quick recap. Which is the odd one out? I'll give you 5 seconds to decide. The odd one out, because it doesn't have two equal parts, is number 2. If that was too fast and you were still deciding, pause the video for the next one. Which one is the odd one out? You can pause now. Number 1 is the odd one out. Why? Because it doesn't have two equal parts. The parts are not equal. Okay, this is what you were doing yesterday, and I was really, really impressed with maths learning. If you're watching this video and you didn't do Challenge 2 yesterday, don't go any further, do Challenge 2 first. Okay, lots of people did a fantastic job, and then I gave you a really tricky shape that looked a bit like this. Now I can use my straight line drawer. There were some really interesting ideas, and in the end, I think everybody realised this is the way to split it into two equal parts, and then we can colour in one of them. Excellent job yesterday. I was really, really impressed. I gave out loads of personal best dojo points as well. I was absolutely delighted. Give yourselves a 1, 2, 3. Well done, me. Really proud of you, everybody. Okay, the learning today, it's not splitting a shape into two equal parts. It's splitting a group of things into two equal parts. It could be the counters in the classroom, or dice, or coins, or anything, any group of objects, we can split them into equal parts. When they're set up looking a bit like our arrays, like this, it's really, really easy to split it into two equal parts. Let's focus on this one. How would you do it? You could do a line across to have one group and then another group, or a line down. Two equal parts. What I'm going to do is circle one of the equal parts. Okay, on to the next one. How would you do this one? Looks quite straightforward. You can visualize, you can see it. You don't have to work it out. Chop it straight down the middle. Two equal parts. Or across this way, two equal parts. I always think that this one's a bit easier to see straight away. This time I'm going to check that they are equal parts. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Brilliant. And I'm going to circle one of the equal parts. This one's a bit trickier. When I look at this one, it is a little bit more challenging. How would you split this into two equal parts? Can you spot it? Yeah, if you can't split it straight down, it's a good idea to see if it works when you split it across. But I'm going to check that they are equal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Excellent. They both have 6, two equal parts. What do I do next? I circle one of the equal parts. Now, when we split it into two equal groups like this, or two equal parts, the name of the fraction is half. So I looked at the red ones, and I put a circle around half. I looked at the green ones, and I put a circle around half. And then I looked at the blue ones, and I put a circle around half. By splitting it into two equal groups, you have found half. Okay. This is where it starts to get a little bit more challenging. When they're beautifully arranged like this is somebody who keeps their bedroom nice and tidy. When they're beautifully arranged like this, it's easy to spot it. Half, half, half. But it's a bit more difficult with a messy bedroom. Now we have to try a couple of lines here or there, thinking about making sure there's the same on both sides. If I try here, going to check. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Not equal parts, but it has helped me realise what I need to do. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now they're equal parts. What's the next step? I have circled half. Two equal groups, I've circled half. Now you have a go. Pause the video, have a go at A, have a go at B, split them into two equal groups, and circle it. See if you can spot it on the screen what you need to do. Pause the video now. Have you done B? If you haven't, go and have a go at B, slightly more challenging. Okay, lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of ways to do this, so your way might be different to mine. I look at this and I can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I can visualise a line going across here to make my two equal groups. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Excellent, both the same, so I can circle one of the groups. You might have decided on a different way. You might have looked down, like this. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. It's the same. I can circle one of the groups. Or you might have found a different way. The important thing is, did you circle 3 of these balls? If you did, then you found half of this group of objects. Brilliant. Let's look at B. Oh, it's a bit more tricky, isn't it? 1, 2, I can move the line down here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, it can't be that. If I go here, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, it can't do that either. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See, I'm trying to visualize. I'm trying to put them in groups in my mind. Two groups that are the same. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've spotted it. I can put a line here, and I'm going to count to make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes! Two equal groups. I have found half. And what I've actually found on this one is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Half of 6. And half of 6 is 3. Over on this one, there were 10. And I found half. And half of 10 is 5. I know you did halving last year with Mrs. Marburger and the year before with Miss Barnes. Okay, on your Class Dojo page, you have a sheet of paper with lots and lots and lots of objects on, and I'd like you to find half of each group. Put a line, then check, then circle, so you have definitely circled half of the group. If you don't have a printer, you've got two choices. One, you could draw exactly what you see on the piece of paper on the screen in your maths book. You could draw it on there. Or the other thing you could do is to get the same number of things. So you could have buttons or counters at home if there were 8 things in the question. You pick up 8 things, scatter the 8 things on the table, and see if you can work out what half of those things would be. Then you can just write in your book what half of the number that you started with was. So there's always ways to be adaptable if you don't have a printer. Okay, have a look on your Class Dojo now and do challenge 1. Then come back to me for challenge 2. I'll see you soon. Okay, for challenge 2, if you've had a go at challenge 1, brilliant. I imagine for some of you it was really, really speedy, apart from some of those tricky questions. Challenge 2, we're not finding half of a group of objects. We're finding half of a number. Now, there might be some people who think, I can do this in my head, and that's brilliant if you can, but some people might need to think about it slightly differently. If you think about half of 6, you might know the answer to this, but we can use what we just learned about objects to find half of 6 by drawing 6 things. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then splitting that group in 2 in just the same way. We're using our understanding of the things to help us with the numbers. Half of 6 is 3. Well, the other way that you can do challenge 2 is by drawing pizzas, and I quite like this. We'll do this a lot later this term. You can draw a pizza, and you can cut your pizza in half. And now you can share the number you wanted half of. Imagine you ordered a pepperoni pizza, and it had 6 slices. 1 there, 1 here, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And you can see 1 half has 3. 2 different ways to have a go. If you're finding this tough, don't worry. There's lots more of this later, but challenge 2 is a bit of an extension to get your brain ticking this morning. Have a go at challenge 2 now, and I look forward to giving you your feedback a little bit later. Send me a photo when you've done all of your maths today. Bye, everybody.